Good evening. Welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this great town, and we're here inside tonight instead of outside because it's lousy to present a proclamation for National Women's History Month. I'm joined by three of our council members, Council Vice President Lisbeth DeJesus, Councilwoman at Large Debbie Meehan, covering the 5th Ward of Colonia, and 2nd Ward Councilman and Fire Chief in Fords, Howie Bauer, covering Hope Lawn, Fords, and Caseby. We also have several first aiders. We also have several fire people. We also have several members of the Human Rights Commission, many of whom are female. And at this point, if I could ask, I don't want to embarrass anybody, but if the ladies would stand up, introduce yourselves, just give me your name and what entity you represent, starting with you on the end. Just give me name and where you work. Yes, you, yes.
I'm Maris. I'm an EMT here.
For the township. Atta girl. Next up we have, I'll do this one. Serena Rodriguez is the first officer in the history of the Hope Lawn Fire Company. I saved you the trouble of introducing yourself. You're next.
Hi, my name is Karina Suarez. I'm an EMT for Woodbridge Police.
Okay, next up.
I'm Kim Sieber, and I'm an EMT for Woodbridge Police.
Great. And Rebecca, I gave all your name. Okay, and you brought 8 other guys with you for support, including Debbie Meehan's son. And we have from the Human Rights Commission, the chairman, Glenn Morgan, Denise Anderson, and Don Green. We also have Maddie. Introduce yourself. Maddie Cushbush. She's with the town EMT. I've been doing half your jobs for you. All right, why don't we ask Lisbeth DeJesus now, who has always been, in fact, it's on her agenda. She is an advocate for women's, yes, there's a word I'm looking for, but I can't think of it, advocacy, advocate of women's rights, women's activities, if there's Girl Scouts, if there's sports, if there's arts, if there's anything. Lisbeth is also advocating to make sure that women have the equal place as men do in this township with everything we do. So I'd like to ask Lisbeth to say a few words.
So let me tell you, I'm very proud to be a woman, and I am very proud to be an advocate for women in general. I believe that we can do everything, and unfortunately, the climate of our nation today makes some people question our abilities and our capabilities. And I have 2 daughters, and for those of you that have daughters, we should want our daughters to live in a world where they know that they can be anything that they want, that they can do anything that they want, or at least have the opportunity to try to do anything that they want, especially in this climate that we're living in. My daughters are my biggest inspiration. They are my motivation. I am also the mother of 2 sons, but it's a lot easier in the world that we live in for men to accomplish, or at least try to accomplish whatever they want. So that's why I've always been an advocate for women. I grew up, my mother was a single mom, and my mom always said, you can do whatever you want, you can become whoever you want. And so I grew up that way. So there's no other way for me to think. There is no other way for me to believe. I can be whoever I want to be, and I can do whatever I want to do. And that's what I want to impart. Because I am a representative and elected official in Woodbridge Township, it's very important for me that the women, the girls in Woodbridge Township, regardless of our ethnic background or our religious background, for us to have a safe place, for this township to be their safe place where they can believe and achieve anything that they want. We should be our biggest supporters, and the men should be our biggest advocates. They should be behind us, especially those of you, again, can't stress enough, that have daughters. This is a world which is kind of sad that in 2025 we have the first woman, we can say the first woman to do this, the first woman to that. It's 2026, I'm sorry. So it's a little, to me, sometimes you think about when people accomplish things, and it's a little sad when we think of women achieving something for the first time in 2026. It should have been given a long time ago. So for those of you that serve your community, I applaud you. I think very highly of our public servants, whether police, EMS, EMTs, fire, because you're doing a job that services a whole community. And when you get a call, you don't care who is that person, you're there to help. So I applaud all of you, men and women, for doing that job. I think that if you ever get the opportunity to be around the younger generation of girls, you should always introduce yourselves and let them see what you do so that they have an opportunity or maybe even a thought, oh, if she can do it, so can I. That's why this is such an important month. This is why it's such an important month to recognize the women in our township that do the jobs that they do, and for it to be a showcase, just for me, for those younger girls to believe and to see themselves. You know, we have a diverse group of women here, so we've made a lot of strides, because before, a Latina girl wouldn't see herself as a firefighter or as a policewoman. And now I am so proud of the fact that they can see themselves. We still have a little bit of work to do to make sure that we're inclusive of everyone and so that everyone can see themselves. But I'm very proud of the work that we do in Woodbridge Township, because I do believe that all of us work really hard to be inclusive and to showcase how great our community is. So I thank you all for being here, and I thank you for representing us so well.
We're also joined by our local assemblyman in the 19th district covering Woodbridge, Carteret, Perth Amboy, Sayreville, and South Amboy, particularly Woodbridge. That's Craig Coughlin. He's currently the Assembly Speaker. Craig, National Women's History Month. You want to say anything on behalf of the state?
Sure.
Where, by the way, we have a woman governor now.
We have a women government, and we do, and we have any number of women now finally getting to play a big, important role in the state government at long last. So it is a privilege to be with everybody today to commemorate the contribution of women to our town and to our state and to our nation. We are finally coming to realize how important the role of women are, not just in the traditional roles that too often they had been thought about over the course of decades, but now in a more modern time where women are critically important. The women I get to serve with in the legislature, the council women, the women that are here, Debbie and Lisbeth particularly, are people who make a difference in their community each and every day. No one cares more about Woodbridge than the women that I have had the privilege of serving with over the course of this time. And to all of you first responders who are women, thank you for your contributions. All of us go home safe and sound at night knowing that you're on the job. And so thank you for that. It is truly time that we reach out and make sure that people throughout the state and throughout the town appreciate all of the contributions that you have made. We're better because of it. So thank you all for letting me be with you for a couple of minutes today. Thank you.
Just a quick shout out to the women in our administration. When we sit in our Tuesday morning staff meetings, there's a dozen people. And when I start on my right, I've got Carolyn Ehrlich, who's the chief of staff, former councilwoman and head of our redevelopment agency. You go down a little bit, and there's Monica Eppinger, who is the library director. You go around the corner, there's Michelle Morgan, who's the director of senior services, and go further up the other way, and there's Marta Levsky, who is our planning director. That's 4 of the top 12 people in the town running it in our every Tuesday senior staff meeting, and that's, I think, impressive. These are people who had long careers with the township. Marta's on 35 plus years. Carol's on close to 30. Monica, not as many, but I think at least a dozen. And Michelle Morgan, I think close to 20. So these are very key people in our organization.
Megan and Kelly, wherever you
I was going to get to them. Marta's here. How many years? 35? Ish. We got John Haggerty's our communications director, but we all know that Megan Cushman does all the work. She's working for us for now 10 years as the deputy communications director, and somebody under her is Kelly Walsh as a social media coordinator. We have Gabby Pasternak, who's a phenomenal person in our health department who runs our addiction services group that literally helps people every single day in the issue of addiction. So she's a phenomenal employee too. So I could go on and on about all the women working for this town, but we're proud to be a diverse town with all nationalities and with all genders. So thank you very much. Oh, and we got Maddie already, right? We covered Maddie. So why don't we have all the women first daters come up first? Or, come on, make it fire too. Have all the women come up and hold this proclamation, and we'll take a picture for social media. Got it? Kelly, got it? All right, now we want to get one with our next, the old joiner? Everybody else join them?
All the females here.
Martin.
Maddie,
How come you didn't get that picture?
You don't need to.
Megan, where's Megan? Megan.
Come on, I want to tell you
Kelly's perfectly fine.
You got Kush quiz on the end.
You guys can take that and hang it up in your car.